Hello all, welcome to my channel English with LCS. So today we are going to talk about the writer John Keats. He was very much important when we look into the perspective of all the competitive exam, NET, PGT, TGT, KV and HSA. So today we are going to discuss his poem that is Ode on a Gracian Urn. So the first question, John Keats was born on 1795. 1795. Keats died of tuberculosis. Name the writer who composed an elegy on Keats. It was Shelley who wrote an elegy on Keats. The term negative capabilities was given to literature by John Keats. Who said Keats had flint and iron in him? It was Mathew Arnold. Keats had adopted the Italian sonnet form for his poems. On whose storm the following lines were written. Here lies one whose name is written water. It was John Keats. Who said Keats is with Shakespeare? It was Arnold. Who said Keats was a Greek? It was Shelley who made this commentary. The poem Ode on a Gracian Urn was published in the year 1820. In which magazine the poem was published? It was Annals of the Fine Arts. From where Keats got the inspiration to compose the poem Ode on a Gracian Urn? It was from Benjamin Haydon's articles. Benjamin Haydon's articles. How many stanzas the poem have? The poem have 5 stanzas. What does the poet narrates in the poem? It was about a Gracian urn. How the poet described the urn? As foster child of silence and slow time, and also as the bride of quietness. How many scenes are there in the poem? 2. There are 2 main scenes in the poem Ode on a Gracian Urn. The first scene of the poem was 2 lovers and some musicians. Second scene of the poem contains sacrifice of a cow. Sacrifice of a cow. Heard melodies are sweet, but unheard are sweeter. This line is taken from the poem Ode on a Gracian Urn. It was very important question. You have to remember that. Keats called the urn as Sylvan historian. Sylvan historian. Why he described the urn as Sylvan historian? Because it is describing stories through the work of art. It is describing the stories through the work of art. That's why he called the urn as a Sylvan historian. What made the poet jealous? The love of the lovers, that is the image on the urn. The tone of the poem was very much emotional. Emotional. Where the urn was kept? The urn was kept on London Museum. On London Museum, the urn was kept. The poet compared the urn in the last stanza to that of a teacher and also that of a friend. A teacher and friend. The message of the poem, truth is beauty and beauty is truth. Beauty is truth and truth beauty. Still unravished bride or foster child, the poetic devices used here in these lines or phrases are personification and metaphor. The word Arcady means in the poem an imaginary place. An imaginary place. Thou canst not leave thy song, etc. Here the figure of speech is apostrophe. Green altar and lowing at the skies are example of pastoral imagery. Pastoral imagery. Which animal was sacrificed in the 4th stanza of the poem? It was a cow who was made sacrificed in the 4th stanza of the poem. Ye soft pipes, the figure of speech used here was apostrophe because the poet is addressing someone. What does the urn symbolizes? Permanence, immortality, and beauty. Who was dressed in ceremonial silks and flowers? The cow. Thou shalt remain in midst of other woe. Here the figure of speech is again apostrophe because the poet is addressing the urn. The poem was written in iambic pentameter. The figure of speech in the line beauty is truth, truth beauty was aphorism. Aphorism is used in these lines. John Keats was known as sensuous poet. Sensuous poet. Labely Dame Sans Mercy was written by John Keats. It was written by John Keats. I hope these questions is going to help you in your coming competitive exams. And if you want to win with the flying colors, then of course subscribe to my channel so that you will get more questions related to HSA, PGT, TGT, KV and other competitive exams. Thank you.